Hi there, I'm Rebecca Hayes, and welcome to another episode of Design Your Happiness. Today, we're going to be talking about the first step to knowing you're making the right decision for yourself, no matter what decision you're trying to make. So, let's dive in. Let me just start today's episode by saying finding the right solution to any question or challenge does not actually start with the possible answers. I know this comes up so often. People ask, how do I know I'm making the right decision? How do I know this is the answer that's right for me? How do I know that doing this is going to make X, Y, or Z in their life or their career or their business better? So I'll say it again. Knowing you're making the right decision, finding that right solution to whatever question or challenge you're facing does not actually start with the list of possible answers. It does not start with your options. It starts with asking the right question. All right, bear with me for just a minute while I explain. You could come up with the most amazing, carefully thought out, perfect solution or several solutions. But if you didn't ask the right question, the answer will still be wrong. Now, this happens so often in business and even in our careers. You know, if you're a businesswoman or a business person, you may come up with a product or some kind of solution to offer to your clients or customers, and then nobody responds, right? Because you're solving the wrong problem. You're answering the wrong question. Happens the same thing in our careers. Sometimes we may see that our companies that we're working for maybe build the wrong product or offer the wrong solution to the customer, and they don't want it because it's not solving the right thing. Like I said, this happens so often in business and even in our careers that I'm sure you can think of examples, but it can also happen in any aspect of your life. So, have you ever done something thinking that it would fix everything, or maybe just the current challenge that you're facing in your life, in your career, or in your business, and you did everything you could to make it work? You worked really hard, you followed through on that solution, saw it all the way through to the end, and it just fell flat. It happens a lot. And, maybe somebody else suggested doing this thing, following this solution would fix your problems. Or maybe it was an idea that you had because of all of the, supposed tos or the beliefs that you've held for so long. But I'll also bet that on some level, as you were going through this, as you were deciding to make this your solution, even as you were following through on it, there was this feeling like you weren't totally sold on this being the idea, the right move for you at this time. That feeling that it isn't quite right. Some people might call it your intuition or your instincts. Some call it, listening to or going against your gut. But whatever you call it, that feeling, no matter how small, is often the warning signal telling you to pay closer attention. Take a closer look at the decisions you're making in that moment. And ask yourself, are you missing the sign? Are you missing the warning signal? Are you answering the wrong question? And in that moment, just take a beat to see what your instincts or intuition or gut are trying to tell you. You know way more than you realize, especially about yourself and what you want. And you need to give a voice to that because you're capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. So, as you're making your next decision, as you're going through your next phase, maybe exploring a different path in your life, career, or business, instead of wondering if you are making the right decision, stop for a second and wonder, are you even answering the right question? And this is often where a coach can be really helpful because they're not otherwise motivated. They want what you want for yourself in that moment, and they can help you get what or where you want faster and have you feeling confident with each step you take. And if you're hearing this right now and want to work with a coach through whatever you want to achieve, I'm going to include a link below so you can set up a discovery call with me and see if we're a good fit to get you where you want to go. But the moral of the story here is not to ignore the warning sign. When you get that feeling in your gut, when your instincts or intuition are reaching out to you, take a moment to listen, to make sure you are answering the right question, solving the right problem, and examining the answers that are already within you before you let someone or something else influence your decision and send you off on the wrong path. I know you can do it. Getting on the right path simply starts with asking the right questions. All right. Until next time, keep designing your happiness. Hey there, friend. I believe that in life and in business, your mindset is the most likely thing to hold you back. So, we're going to be here every week working it out so you can move closer to that life you've only been dreaming about until now. I'll see you back here for our next episode. And if you're loving what you're hearing, please take a minute to leave a review. All right, I'll see you next time.